This hill ain't too bad. I'm not giving it no throttle. Okay, it's kicking in now. This motor acts a little funny. There's another Raven. What the heck? Okay, now I'm throttling it because it was gonna die out on me. Then I'm pedaling with the motor. The motor will kick in right here a little bit. But this is the worst part of the hill right here. I'm gonna have to give it throttle. I won't give it throttle, but watch this thing, and it dies out. So if this happens, you gotta give it throttle and pedal, because there's no way I'm pedaling in, I don't know if you want to say the lowest or highest gear. I'm in the hardest gear to pedal. So all you gotta do, you gotta just throttle it. It'll go now that I throttled it, but when I was pedaling throttle, it wasn't going. So I don't know if I just got a messed up motor. And now the motor doesn't want to kick in. It's just going slow. But I know how to work this. So it looks like I'm gonna be able to camp here all summer. Because the cops, if they just go down that road, they won't see me. But if they come down this road, which is just dead anyway. Okay, I made it here. But most of the time I leave the campers alone because God told me to. But that guy said I just talked to him because it's been raining a lot, but if it hasn't been raining and that guy was starting fires, they probably would have gave him a ticket. But since it's been raining, they might let him go. They might be mad and give him a ticket. Because last year we had, the last couple of years there were some bad fires. This year wasn't too bad for fires. Last year it rained a lot too, but before the rain came there was a bad fire. But the year before that there was some bad fires. And all the time I've been caught camping, whether I had a car, I was sleeping in my car, I had a tent up in my car there, or I was just on my bike. And a tent, they always let me go, but I left. Most time I left, a few times I stayed, I just hid out real good, because I knew they probably weren't going to mess with me at that spot. If I knew they were going to mess with my spot, I took off. But back here, it's just, these camps are too, like here, there was leftover camp stuff here I cleaned up. I brought out like 4 bags of trash. So these people that live in this area, you know, they'll walk their dogs and stuff, but they saw me clean that up and they see me keeping clean, so they probably don't care about me. I'm tempted to put up a bigger tent here, man, and bring out my stove and ice chest, but I'm not gonna, so I could cook and stuff. So I look forward to cooking again when I get my own place or a camp I can cook in. So I'm kind of glad I did talk to that guy, so hopefully he won't tell him about me if I didn't talk to him and they came and ran him out. Sometimes they ask if you know any other campers, and he might have said something about me. That guy came up here in his vehicle one time and got a dead tree. Dragged it out and he was cutting it up. Or he wouldn't even know I was back here. Ooh, I forgot to put up my motorcycle key, but I need it tomorrow. But people, it's nice to have 2 e-bikes. I had 1 e-bike for a long time, but if it broke down and I really needed it, I had to use my other bike that wasn't an e-bike, and if I gotta camp too far in the woods, I can't go to it until I get the e-bike fixed. But luckily I was able to fix it right away or within a couple days. Now I got a backup e-bike. This one cost me $1,800 without the extra stuff I got with it, but that's a pretty good of 1 of 2 e-bikes to have. Yeah, I wish I had. They had 1 e-bike. They had 2 e-bikes that were like 2,000 with the 60 amp battery, 48 volt, 60 amp battery. But this, I paid $1,800. I'm only getting with 2 batteries, 28 volts, or 48 volt, 28 amps with them both together. But those other e-bikes, you can't really go off-road too much with, man. And there's not a whole lot of, this will hold a lot of weight on the back. This will hold like 200 pounds or something on the back, they said. Or I forget exactly. I think the total weight is 450 for the rider and the back, but the back, and it's longer too, so I was gonna build my own basket and make it longer. Which I'm building some baskets right now, but this front basket's good too. But yeah, I'm probably just gonna read my book and relax. I cleaned up my tent a little bit this morning. Pretty good day, but I failed on some work I was trying to do, man. Those XT60 connectors, man. I spent like 2 to 4 hours trying to do it. Oh yeah, I thought that was a spider, but that's a piece of fuzz. And I'm just gonna do it. I should have watched the video again. I downloaded a couple teaching videos on it. Oh, it's pretty peaceful out here today. Man, I was hoping to take a month or 2 off and go set a big camp up in the forest and not have to deal with the work world, but I don't think I'm going to be able to now. I messed up and I owe too much money, man. I'm in like $5,000 in debt on credit cards. They got me. I only won like 2,000, 4,000 at the most, but I only wanted like 2,000 in debt, but man, it got all the way up to. Okay, I got my book here I'm gonna read, and I'm gonna sit at my little. I download a bunch of videos from YouTube and movies, and I'll watch them. But this book I just started reading, Shook One, Charlemagne, this guy keeps talking about mental health and stuff. I gotta take out these socks, man. getting hot and they're a little smelly. My feet here, I always switch out my socks and underwear every day, most of the time. I got my dirty laundry right here. I'll probably take this bag in tomorrow. Yeah, if you can switch out your underwear and socks every day, man, But this guy, he talks about mental health a lot, and he has a lot of anxiety problems and mental health problems. But look at his name, Charlemagne, that guy. And he doesn't use an E, he uses an A. And I forgot how he got this name. I don't know if I listened to some story how he got it, but I was gonna tell this guy, get rid of your name, dude, and maybe you won't be so. It'll help you with some of your mental health, not fully, but help him a little bit. Anyone that calls themselves God, unless you're God the Father, Jesus, or the Holy Spirit, you're gonna have a lot of problems in life. But this book's all right. There's only parts of it that I like to read about. I like to read a lot of biographies, but he talked a little bit about his life, but I'm skipping over some of the stuff in this book, man, that he's talking about. He has this other book too. I don't know how much of a biography it is, but I was trying to get his biography, not these other books, but